When I came to Dubai, at that time actually I was teaching at a university. Came here, wanted to settle my family. We were transferred here with my husband for his work. And my main concern at the time was to settle the kids and to make our family comfortable and make us feel at home here in Dubai. So what I did was I started concentrating on how to build my home. And obviously cooking and food is very much part of that. And because we have a kosher diet, I had to get very familiar quickly with how to run a kosher lifestyle in the UAE. And that's mainly because we didn't really know whether there was kosher products or anything. But we got that up and going, and word got out that we are a kosher family living in Dubai. So when there were other Jews traveling into Dubai, they would contact us and ask me for kosher food. So I started sending kosher food to them, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then about 2 years ago, in November 2018, there was a delegation of rabbis that came to the UAE for an interfaith conference, and they needed kosher food, and the conference organizers were very concerned they couldn't give them anything to eat. So they heard of my husband and they phoned him, and he came and asked me if I could provide food. And I did. And from there, it became a more regular thing. So that's how it started. So kosher food is food that follows a religious diet. It's the food of the Jewish religion. So just like halal is part of Islam, kosher food is part of Jewish religion. Kosher food follows many principles, just like halal does, and the most obvious one is that pork is forbidden to eat. And there needs to be a specific ritual slaughter of the animal before we can eat the meat. That makes meat kosher. But in kosher food, what makes it stricter than halal is that there are certain things that we don't eat that in a halal diet you can eat. So for example, shellfish. We don't have shellfish. We wouldn't eat octopus or oysters or calamari or anything like that. I think one of the main differences is also in the cooking method. So in kosher food, you would never mix meat products with dairy products. And that is not just, for example, having a steak with a cream sauce. It is also how you cook it. So your meat pots need to be separate from your dairy pots. And your serving utensils have to be separate. Your ovens have to be separate. So it goes all the way down into how you cook the food. I think the peace deal, the aim of it is to bring peace in the region. And that is a very honorable and noble ideal. And I really hope that it does move us towards that. And I have every confidence that it will. So I'm very positive about this move. I think it's been very exciting. I feel like it's the coming together of a family that has been separated for many generations, and now they've just discovered each other again. The most popular dishes that I have are my baked goods. Meat is not really easily available, kosher meat, in Dubai. When I do have meat, people ask for brisket. So there's brisket and pastrami, especially the Reuben sandwich that comes from New York. That's what people ask for mostly. But it's not that I can provide it often. Then out of the goods that I can provide, my babka, the chocolate babka, it's a bread that has got layers and layers of chocolate inside and is rolled and twisted. That's very popular, people love it. Then the challah bread, which is a traditional bread that we have on a Friday night. It's a braided bread. It's got sesame seeds on top. It's like a brioche, very sweet. That's also very popular. And then burekas. People may have heard of burekas mainly from Turkey, but burekas are also Jewish food, and they come from many parts of if I can call it the Jewish world, and they have spinach fillings and aubergine fillings and all sorts of fillings, potato fillings, and that's also quite popular.